Hola amigos, amigas, soy Nieves Marqués de pasosparaCrearEmpresa.com, de visualsmedia.net y de otras plataformas, y os voy a facilitar la grabación del webinar que Cyril Gupta dio sobre Pixci. Os aconsejo que lo veáis porque no tiene desperdicio, es muy interesante. Sin más, vamos a pasar al webinar de Pixci.
Hey guys, I guess another 7 minutes and we'll be going live. We'll be starting the show. So just a little more patience. I hope everyone's comfortable sitting in their best chair. I'm in Dubai right now and it's about 10 p.m. for me. Hey Bennett, good to see you on the call, man. It's always nice chatting to you whenever I get the opportunity. So if you guys didn't know, let me, we still got 5 minutes, so I'll tell you a funny story. So Dubai is supposed to be in a desert. We don't get rain at all. I've been here since 2018, and this time, in the first time in about 70 years, maybe the recorded history, there was a flood here. So I actually saw cars being drowned. Quite a sight. Didn't expect that ever. Yeah, Fred, I know a lot of like GoToWebinar, but I've been using Teams for a little while. I just find it more professionally put together. It's a app which is more suited to calls, and I kind of like the way they handle things. Everything is easy. So I guess more people have been using it, so that's a factor. We're going to be starting in 4. Hey, Larry, good to see you here. So while we're waiting, why don't we just get to know each other a little bit? So guys, tell me where you're from and what time is it there? Let's hear from you. Hey, Michael, welcome to the call. Edinburgh, yeah, that's UK, 7 p.m. That's not a bad hour at all. Evening. Jack Miller from Florida, it's 2 p.m. Yeah, Florida is one of the states I really want to visit in the US, next to, I would say, Texas and California. They're in the news all the time, yeah. Franklin from NC, nearly 2 p.m. there too. Ron from Arlington, Texas. Yep, that's another state I want to visit. And Mike Winston from Los Angeles. I was watching a show last week, all of last month actually. It was called Rookies, and it was about a bunch of police people, police persons in LAPD. Quite an entertaining show. So I guess I got to know about LA a little bit from it. I don't know if that information is authentic or not. 2 minutes to go, guys. Daniel from Switzerland, and we have Fred from Lancaster. Miguel from Puerto Vallarta, Mexico. Yeah, did I pronounce it right? I took some Spanish lessons, but I don't know if I'm any good yet. All right, guys, just a minute, just about a minute more. Just want to make sure that I start on dot. So Miles says California and Texas are always in the news, but for the wrong reasons. Well, I would say sometimes they're also in the news for the right reasons too. Ron is asking me, hey Ron, yeah, that's correct. It will be in One membership, of course. So if you are a member of the One membership, you can find it there. All my products that I create myself will be a part of One membership. Okay, guys, it's time. It's nearly time. Just about there. So we're going to talk about AI. Now, I don't know if you've been following me. Some of you guys must be getting my emails. You must be getting my messages, and about what I've been trying to do with AI. Like I started into the AI world about last year. I mean, a little more than last year. I spent about 5 months just studying, learning about AI, learning about the technology, and I started making my apps last year. And I can tell you that it's quite a world, different world than I had ever imagined it would be. So the capabilities of AI are totally mind-numbing. I'm sure you all know about it. Everybody knows about that. But I've been creating a series of AI-based products which help people do better with AI. And today we'll be talking about one of those products, but more than that, we will be talking about the opportunity. So this call is titled Using AI to Create Killer Images and Graphics Without Any Design Skills. And we'll also be discussing how to set up a design agency which is powered by AI. So give me a little sense of the room, guys. Like, have you how many of you have actually created something, created a graphic or an image using AI? Let's hear from you guys. So if you have created a graphic or an image using AI ever, drop me a yes in the chat. We have yes from Fred, from Bennett, another one, yes, like about 8 or 9 yeses already. So yeah, almost nearly all of us have done it. I mean, it's no way we have not, like, because AI is there everywhere. You've got ChatGPT, and if you go to a couple other websites, you can find it too. But the thing is, what if I tell you that all that you've done so far is just touch the surface? No matter how much involved you feel you are in the world of AI and generative AI, but the exposure you have, the capabilities you have touched and explored are nothing but just the surface. And there is a lot more right below the surface that you have no idea about. Like AI is actually much beyond anything we have explored through the popular products like ChatGPT or Bing Create or Copilot, any of the products that you've heard of. They are just at the surface. Beyond this, there is a huge number of independent companies, independent developers, open source people creating specialized products, creating specialized tools, making great AI that you don't even get to see ever. We'll be talking about that. And that's the thing that is more important. Like, everybody knows ChatGPT, everybody knows about how you can create an image with ChatGPT, but that's not the best capability or the best outcome of AI. We'll be talking about that. So let's get some basic fundamentals or basic information out of the way. The first thing, every business needs something. Like, there is no business in existence right now, no matter what the size, from a one person shop to a huge conglomerate with thousands of people. Every business needs this thing. And can you just guess, give me a guess, what is it that every business needs, no matter what the niche is, no matter what they're selling, what kind of operations they have, and what kind of business they run, or how many people they have? Give me an answer. Make some guesses, guys. Like, what's one thing that every business just needs to have? Customers. That's true, Jack. Absolutely. It's customers. And Fred, you nearly really nailed it. You really got the context of the room right. That's right, right, Fred. There is not a single business in existence that does not need graphics. Like, even if you are a service provider, somebody who's servicing the local community, maybe you are a plumber who's just, a one person, one man army, but yet you need to put out some ads, you got to put some flyers outside, you got to stick something on the poles so that people get to know you. You got to drop your card everywhere. And all of that requires design. That's why design industry is something that is a part of every single business, and it's truly huge. I'll get to that later. But what does that include in graphics? There is logos. Okay, I'm just going to revert to this mode just to make it more comfortable for me. So you got logos, illustrations, ads, designs, photo enhancement. Now, photo enhancement is a big part of design. You have a photograph, you need to customize it to make it suitable for something. Product photography, banners. There's everything that you do in marketing, in customer communications, that needs a graphic. So this kind of work is required for every single business. Now, I'm going to ask, just in case there are some people around like that around here in this room, is there anybody who is in the design industry who actually does designing as a profession? Is there anybody like that in the room? Just drop me a yes. Okay, so I don't see a yes so far, so I guess there are not many designers here. But let's talk about how okay, so Daniel's here, Rob's here. Nice to see you guys. So this will all be in context to you. And this, especially what I have on screen now, would totally make sense to you. Graphic design and image editing is disrupted more than any other industry by AI. Now, I'm sure you've heard of ChatGPT, how it can understand text, how it can maybe disrupt the world of writers, or churn out content, churn out text that you can use, or you can get answers to. You can write articles with it. You can write social media posts. Like you can do a bunch of things with LLMs, large language models. But beyond that, graphics AIs have actually done a bigger job, a better impact in the industry, and people don't even talk about it as much. Right now, there is nearly no new graphic being made or no new design being made that does not use AI. Now, I've been following the AI models, I've been following the AI image generation industry for a little time now, and literally there are every day tens of thousands of images being made on every single platform. People are making greeting card visuals, people are making posts, people are making graphics for social media, people are creating everything using AI now. Like nobody wants to go to a stock image site that much anymore, because you don't need to find an image now. You can practically create an image. So Daniel and Rob, do you feel the disruption? Like if you feel there is a disruption in the market, if you feel that this is something that has a huge impact, drop me another yes in the chat. So Rob says stock sites are dying. I totally agree with it. And absolutely they are dying, because like I said, you don't need to find the image for that's perfect for you. You practically can create it. So here is the thing. Why is it more disrupted than ever? Because the AIs have given you a truly wide range of options. You can create photographs. Now you can also create text. Now, I know some of you must be using ChatGPT and you must be trying to create images that have text in it and have faced some frustration, because when you try to create text through ChatGPT, the DALI 3 engine that they use right now, it's not as capable as other, as maybe something else that I will talk about later with text. So often you will get the text distorted. It wouldn't spell it right, or it would repeat some characters, or maybe just make a character totally unreadable. So the fact is, there are in existence right now literally dozens of AIs that are specializing in something. Like DALI 3 is very good with illustrations. You could ask it to make sceneries, you could ask it to make cartoons, it would do a great job of it. But it doesn't do such a great job with faces. It doesn't get faces perfectly right in terms of detail. So guys, the true disruption is coming to us not from AI. That's just one AI out there like ChatGPT or DALI 3, for example, in graphics. The real disruption is coming from a horde of AIs, each of which is specialized in a certain thing. Think of it like artists. There is an artist out there who is very good with drawing, let's say, modernistic kind of an art, and maybe the lines don't make sense, but the visual totally is compelling. And there's another one who's more into realism. So if you see the art that's drawn by him or her, it's going to be absolutely realistic, right to the photorealistic level, right? That's the kind of people, that's the kind of different skills that people have. And the same is the truth for AIs. No two AIs are same. So right now, if you think about graphics AIs, there are a bunch of leaders that you might know of. So, okay, here is another little quiz that I want to do before I move on to the information that I want to give you. Name all the different AIs that you can think of that are related with graphics generation. So I'll wait for your answers. I just want you to name all the AIs that you know of that are in graphics. Meanwhile, Fred is saying you've taken college design, so you know Photoshop, illustrations, InDesign, and video. So Fred, absolutely, you've got a lot of training and you know about this market. You know about how to create design with an expertise. I think you are at expert level already. But AI is, of course, adding to your skills, and you can do so much better with AI. And Paul is saying about clock faces. Yes, it can get clock faces right either. So that's a question that we need to think about. Now, Rob is naming some. We've got Midjourney, we've got DALI, and OpenAI. Actually, Michael, OpenAI is DALI. So OpenAI is the company. They have a bunch of models. DALI is one of them. Leonardo. So these are the three prime models. And I did a survey, guys, before I did this call today. I actually got on kind of a personal survey with a bunch of different people, and I asked them, hey, how many different AIs do you know of that are in graphics? And I got these three names. Like everybody knows only about these three things. Midjourney, OpenAI, Leonardo, and Robbie has one more, Stable Diffusion. Absolutely. Stable Diffusion is another popular one. But that's it. Like usually it's about 3 or 4 AIs. Nobody could give me 6 or 7 names. And there are literally dozens of these AIs out there. So it's only the market leaders like, that you've heard of, Leonardo. And Leonardo is not even that good, honestly. DALI 3 or Stable Diffusion that people have heard of. So the point is, there is a huge world of AIs out there that can do so many things in a unique manner, so many things so well that you would be surprised and you would be actually upset that you didn't know about them before. That's the kind of magical skills they have over something. Like I know about an AI that I will talk about later that gets faces down right to the perfect detail. So it even gets the glint in the eye of a person. It's like photorealistic AI that can create absolutely detailed faces, which many other AIs cannot do, right? So that's what I'm talking about. Every AI is special, just like a person. Every AI is unique, and no two AIs are same. Now, if you've used DALI, if you've used Midjourney, if you used OpenAI, all those different AIs, given them the same prompt, like do this as an experiment. Go to Midjourney, give it the same prompt, give the same prompt to DALI, you will get drastically different responses, right? There wouldn't be a single common theme. It would be almost like a completely different mind drew it, because that's exactly what happened. Every AI is a different mind. And that brings us to the next big opportunity. How do you become the best designer ever that uses AI? So here is one thing I just want to put out right now. If you are a designer, if you want to get in the design industry, if you're not a designer and you want to break into the design industry, if you want to utilize the powers of AI to to really dominate this and really become somebody who can provide a valuable service that people would want to pay for, you're gonna need AI. But more than that, you need to use every talented AI out there so that you can do the best job in every situation. Are you getting me, guys? Like, do you understand? Do you get the concept of what I'm talking about? Being able to use the specific correct AI that will do the job. Let's say you need to edit an image, that's a photograph, you need to upscale a photograph, or you need to change something in the photograph. Maybe you want to change the background or something, or you want to change the color, or you want to make it look may change the characters or make the characters look different. You got to have AI that can actually do the job, and it wouldn't be the same as the AI that does the illustrations, or as an AI that does the text logos well. So all of these AIs will have to be different, right? So I'm glad I'm getting a bunch of yeses, and I'm glad that people are recognizing this issue. And Mike, you have a very good question here. How do you actually recognize which AI is good? Especially when you have only four right now, you are thinking only about Midjourney, OpenAI, and like a couple others. So how do you actually get to these? We'll get to that. So right now, you're all in the call. We're already engaged. I'm trying to get you to the mission of identifying the problems and also the answers, because they're more important, sometimes. But you got to ask the right questions to get the right answer. So far we've been talking about the questions, trying to identify the right questions. So here is the thing. This call is absolutely important, and I want everyone to focus. Like, I'm here, I'm giving you my absolute attention. I'm going to be with you during the call, doing my best to give value to you. So let's focus. Let's put our phones on silent mode. If you got the TV running in the background, just shut it off, and let's talk in the next 40 or 50 minutes and try to identify this huge opportunity, how you can take advantage of it, and how you can actually use the tools that are available in the market to really get the best outcomes that are available to you. So guys, let's focus on this and talk about what we will discuss in this call in a very quick summary. So we'll review the global graphic design market. We'll see what it's about. We'll talk about how the AIs are changing the design world. Like, it's a process that can never be reversed. And I know that some of you who are designers, Rob, maybe you could be feeling a little overwhelmed. Hey, what's happening? What's gonna be the future like? Is AI gonna take over? Will we have a meaning in the future? Will we have a job in the future? So we'll talk about that. And I can tell you that the tone is optimistic. The news is optimistic. I don't see any challenge, but we'll talk about that. We'll also talk about how to edit graphics, because I know that many people, when they talk about generative AI, they're thinking about creating new images. Like, really, no one is doing a lot of editing, but we'll talk about that. And we'll talk about multi AI and how it makes sense, right? And we'll also discuss the tool that I'm going to introduce. It's called Pixci AI. It's got a special, compelling idea that I put into it. I really saw a need for this product. Like, this is the need that I needed to fill, and I created Pixie around that need. I'll talk about that. And at the end, of course, it's going to be a fun call. So I'm going to do some prizes. At the end of this call, one of you is going to walk away with the entire Pixie license. Like, it's going to be Pixie and every other product thrown together, like the best version of Pixie with the best upgrades. One of you guys is going to be walking away with it. And I'm going to ask a couple of questions like during the call, like I've been doing so far right now. And I want you guys to be engaged. If you're engaged, it enthuses me. It gives me encouragement to give you even better value. So I'll be picking one of the guys who's been responding, who's been engaging, so that I give, so that, this energy exchange can go on. So one of you guys will walk away with the Pixie funnel. We'll talk about that in a bit. But now I just wanted to reintroduce myself. I know a bunch of you guys know me already. So if you know me, if you've read my emails, if you have got one of my products, drop me a yes. Tell me that you know me, so that I know who's my crowd, and I know which one of you are my homies with me today. So drop me a yes. All those guys who've used my product, who have read my mails. Rob, you've got a lot of my products. Don, you too. Mike, David, the rocks, you are the real deal. Thank you so much for your kind words. Simon has many of my products too. Eddie, Robbie, Jack Miller, Miguel. Wow, wow. It seems like a lot of people in the room today already know me. So that's amazing. So just to reintroduce my company and me, I am the CEO of Technic Force Ventures LLC. We specialize in creating software products for internet marketers. That's what I've been doing for the last decade, 10 years plus. I think this is my 11th year. And my mission is to create high quality products. Like, I don't want to be one of the guys who creates products that you can launch, that you can install once, maybe you don't even want to look at it, and if you do look at it after 3 months, it's already not working. So that's not what I do. Every product that I create, I put my soul into it, because that's what I am. I've been making software since I was 15 years old, and now I am 43. So it's a really long journey. I started as a coder back in high school, then I quit high school, and I just got into programming. So I never went to college. I went to work, and it was a great journey. I really loved every moment of it. So Ron, you got my product Bloggy, and so many other people. So that's amazing. So this over here is my ratings on Google Business. So I'm sure everybody knows Google Business. That's a place where you can tell businesses what you feel about them. And we are rated 4.9 stars, over 173 reviews. So think about that. It's quite an amazing score. Sometimes I miss that point one, when I look at it, but I don't know which business has 5-star ratings over 173. So can't think about it. So Russ Crittenden, you're saying here your support is the best. Yes, that's one of the things I really want pay attention to, apart from product design. Yeah, so products are important. Support is important, because you guys have invested in our business, and I really, really appreciate that. That's something that I really value. So of course, I want to do my best for you. This is me from some of the places that I've been to. I'm a coder, marketer. That's my job. That's my profile. That's what I am. And I like traveling. So earlier I used to travel a lot more, especially before the pandemic. I was living across the world, and I used to live the nomad lifestyle. Now I am settled in Dubai, but whenever I can, I travel and I have fun. So now you know how I look, right? So let's look at the graphic design market now. So what's the opportunity about? Right now, the graphic design market is about $48.1 billion. That's a huge amount of money. That's like a lot of money, guys. When you think about all those zeros, you can't wrap your head around it. It's that much money. And the freelancers who are working online on websites like freelancer.com or upwork.com or fiverr.com, they are averaging about $57,000 a year. So it's definitely quite a significant sum of money that people are making on all the websites on all the different places. Ron, Russ, congratulations. Wow, that's a crazy number. You've earned nearly half All right, so that's actually my technique for rewards point. Russ, thank you so much. It seems to me that you're one of my best customers. I appreciate it. Now let's coming back to this. Here is the problem with website design. If you're not a good designer, you're not going to be able to make money. Like this is the second stat, 94% of users. Now, users are the people who go to a website. I'm not talking about the buyers here. When they see a website that's poorly made, they're not going to have the confidence to do business with that company, because a company that does not get designed right, basics like a website or a lead form right, nobody will do business with that company. And I can tell you that from experience. Like this was about 3 months ago. I had a gentleman from UK who came to me and told me, "Hey, Saru, I'm struggling. I'm having a problem. I want to sell more and I can't figure it out." So I told him, "Okay, let me take a look at what you got." And he showed me his page, and I knew right away what the problem was. The page, the guy was selling a premium service, like this, his service was SEO and optimization and getting people traffic. But the problem with his website was it was extremely poorly designed. It seemed like just cobbled together, put together. And I knew that that's the reason why he was not selling more, because when people saw it, they just couldn't have the confidence to believe that this guy was a professional who would do a great job on their projects. So that's important. That's the one of the reasons why many people don't make money, because they don't have a presentation which looks put together. Now, I said earlier, every business needs graphic. 81% of organizations use some form of professional graphic design. The others, of course, are using unprofessional, inputs or whatever. Now, the graphic design market right now is primarily all online. Like I know every single graphic designer that I'm in touch with, they're working online. They're working online either for a company or they're doing gigs. And you've got things like Fiverr, you've got Upwork, you've got Freelancer, all of these websites. I went to some of them and I found that they have thousands of jobs for graphic design. Like today, in the world of AI, with all the different AIs out there, the website Freelancer has 2,523 jobs. And I remember I checked it back last year, because sometimes I actually recruit people too. And I like to study the projects, like what have other people doing, what are other people trying to get done. And the number has not diminished. The number has not lessened. Nowhere on the internet I have seen businesses trying to recruit less, or any big business firing its designer. It's not happening. It just didn't happen. So that's something. And Greg, just for a quick distraction, Greg, this is amazing. You have actually got my second ever product. So that was back in 2014. Wow, that was a decade ago. So I definitely know you from a long time. All right, so let's talk about the AI disruptions. I have very, uh, very good sampling of AI images right here. You can see these images are not made by human beings. Like the concepts are, of course, imagined by someone wrote a prompt for it, but the rest of the work was done by the AI. And look at the quality of the work, guys. Can you imagine how much it would actually be worth if some human being was going to do that? Like any of these images, if you had an artist do this, they would have to be at the top of the game. I'm talking about 1% of the 1%, right? Nobody but the extremely skilled person can create these sort of designs using the best tools that were available to them just about a year ago. But now AI makes it look so simple. Whether it's text or it's a photograph or it's an illustration, it can just make your dream come true. So is it going to affect you badly? Will it actually change the market in a way where you won't have a place to be? Will designers get fired? The answer is no. You see, I've been creating a lot of uh, AI tools in the market. I did blogging earlier. Before that, I created something called AI Collective, which put all the AIs together in the LLM department. And I also have tools for audio and everything. And I have been talking to people. I've been talking to entrepreneurs. I've been talking to CEOs like me who are running companies. And I can tell you, not a single job has been lost due to AI. Of course, jobs have been lost due to incompetence. When you can't get the job done, there's no way you would retain it. But people have not fired designers. People have not fired writers. People have not fired programmers. I can tell you that in my company, after AI was introduced, I actually hired more people. So I've got more content writers than before. I've got more programmers than before. And I'm happy about it because I see my team doing so much better with the AI tools. So my writers now do their job better because they can consult ChatGPT, they can fix their errors, they can get better ideas, they can get a second viewpoint, they can get angles that they didn't think about. It's the same with design. My designer is now delivering a better output. They are creating more images for social media. They're creating more images for my mail outs, right? So it's easy. Think about it. The jobs are not gonna go away without of AIs because AI didn't finish coding. It didn't cancel out the coder's job. It just made coders better. So per unit, my programmers are actually delivering more output, and that's what's happening all around the world. Everyone I talk to is giving me the same insight. They're not firing people because of AI. They're just watching their team get better. They're watching productivity go up, and they're watching themselves become better at it. And there are people who are working as freelancers. They are telling me that AI is changing the world in a better way for them. They're making more money. And that reminded me of a really long time in my past. I used to not just code, but I also used to design. Now, that was a really long time ago when I was just first starting up with computers in the 90s. I was in my, uh, actually, I was a teenager then, and there were similar noises, guys. So before that, if I don't know how many of you are really old guys like me, but there was a time when most of the design was done on paper. So people were drawing illustrations, they were cutting together, like even to create an ad, for example, which would publish in a paper, they would put things together. The illustration would be done by a separate guy, and the text would be drawn by a separate guy, put together in a in a different manner, and they're just stuck together. And then a scanner, it's a big camera, there used to be a huge camera that would take the photograph of the final put together patched up work, and then that photograph would be transferred onto a film and so on. So it was really really manual work. And then in the 90s we had this revolution. You see these three apps. Adobe Photoshop was launched the first time, I think, in 1993, and there was this product called Coral Draw, which was the which was like a predecessor of Illustrator. So you could do line art with it, and you could put everything together in this product called PageMaker, right? So yeah, Microsoft PageMaker was another tool like that, Paul, which did that. So think about it. These three products, when they came out, I had the same kind of noise in the market. The people who were working in the print industry at that time, they were afraid, they were worried, they were paranoid about computers taking away their jobs, because nobody would want people to stick together design and cartoons and make an ad or make a publication, right? People were not putting type on a strip. Like there was like metal types, metal characters that were put together to print a newspaper or print a flyer, and nobody wanted to do that anymore. People were going and doing the designing on the computer. The desktop revolution came in, and at the same time, what really happened was nobody lost their jobs. Instead, the design industry exploded. What was just, let's say, worth 10 dollars became worth $1,000. So it exploded 100 times in the next few years. That's what computerization did. So when I heard about AIs, when I heard about some people talking on places like Reddit or social media about AI and being worried, hey, what's going to happen to me, I just remembered this moment when the same thing happened before in my life, when computers took over manual design, and the market just exploded. So I see what I see right now is the same moment repeated. You're not going to go out of jobs. You will be able to adapt. You will be able to use the AIs to benefit you, of course, and you'll be able to create better results, improve productivity. And I think this is going to cause a new explosion in design where everybody can be a designer. Let's talk about this. What these software did was they were able to turn people who couldn't hold a pencil, like I can't hold a pencil, right? I can't draw anything, but I was able to design using these apps. The next revolution is going to make designers of people who cannot even hold a mouse. Now, to be a designer right now, you need to understand this software. You need to understand things like Photoshop. You need to understand things like Corel Draw and Illustrator. You need to be able to use these tools to make something awesome, but not anymore, because AI can let you design with just your imagination. Can you imagine something and can you describe it? If you can describe it and you can imagine it, AI will create it. So that's amazing, isn't it? So yeah, guys, let's talk about the AI revolution. So what can you create with AIs now? Even at this moment, AI cannot create everything, right? Because this is just the beginning of this huge revolution. We are not at a stage yet where AI will take over all human jobs that are, uh, mind related totally. Actually, I don't expect it to happen at all because what I'm seeing right now these days is quite a slowdown in AI computing technologies. So right now it's all iterative improvement, the kind of it's a bit of a stagnation. It's not that same revolution that happened last year, which I don't know is maybe a good thing because if things are slower we have more time to adapt. But what can you create with AI? You can create photographs, you can create logos, illustrations, cartoons, text, art, posters, science banners, sceneries, textures, literally all the design things that you want to use in your everyday life. AI is great at creating elements, right? But it cannot create the entire project. That's the beauty of it, right? You cannot create the entire flyer with AI. You cannot create a complete ad with AI. You cannot create a complete video with AI. You cannot create a complete story with AI, but you can give it a piece. Hey, make me this design. You can tell ChatGPT, hey, make me this copy, and then you can put it all together. So you can do things really well, really fast, and you don't need to worry about AI taking your job away because it just made your job so much better. And that's what's going to happen for the foreseeable future. AI is going to make you better at creating elements that you can put together and create the final product, right? So that's what it's about. Now you need to use AI to power your business because here is the thing, guys. I'm not gonna tell you that nobody's gonna be affected. Some people are gonna be affected. There's no way that they're gonna walk away unscathed. But those will be the people who fail to adapt. Now, I don't know how many of you have read this book. It's called "Who Moved My Cheese." It's a very small book, not a thick read at all. You could read it in 30 minutes if you wanted to, and you could go to YouTube right now and you could probably listen to it as an audiobook, which will be a 30-minute audiobook. And I recommend it to every single entrepreneur I meet. Guys, this book talks about change in the world. You cannot stop change from happening, and change happens all the time, right? Business situation changes, political situation changes. Sometimes there's a war in a place and some other country gets affected. I know of a guy who ran an export business and he was destroyed just recently because there was an issue in some other country. So things happen all the time, but the people who actually have the power to adapt their business, who have the power to use the change to their advantage, these people will continue to thrive, continue to grow, and they will continue to be profitable even where everybody else is complaining. So I want you to be one of those guys. I want you to use AI, right? Don't feel challenged by it. Use it to your advantage. Use it to power your business. Use it to make your designs. If you're gonna talk in freelance, if you're gonna, like, for example, work on Freelancer or Fiverr or Upwork, wherever you're gonna work, make sure you use AI to make your designs better, faster, cheaper, and you can offer a better service to your customers, right? So make sure you understand the technologies, you have studied the technologies, and you use them to the best of their capabilities so that you can actually take it out there. Now, I've said this before, every AI is uniquely talented, just like people, they're all different. So that's why you need to have every AI working for you. So it's not just the story of Midjourney or DALI or OpenAI. You need to have all the different AIs that can potentially work for you, working for you. And that's why I created Pixci. So guys, Pixci is actually the ultimate multi-AI toolkit. What's the multi-AI toolkit? What does it do? I'll talk about it. In Pixie, I've got 25 different AIs, and that of course covers all the popular AIs that you've been using across different platforms, DALI, Stable Diffusion, and not just Stable Diffusion mainstream. I've got many different versions of Stable Diffusion that do specialized tasks. I've got AIs that maybe only solve one person, so at one particular task. So at this particular moment, Pixie has 25 image AIs, and we are adding new AIs every week because things are going so fast in the AI world. There are new AIs all the time that do something special, do something specific, and we make sure that we bring it to Pixie. So Pixie is a single program with which you can work with all these AIs in one place. And you can not just create images, but again, this is very important. You can also edit images. You can give an image to to Pixie, and Pixie will edit it, Pixie will change it and make it the way you want to. So before we go into the demo, I just want to take a quick look at the conversation that's going on. I know I've been just too engaged in talking about what I was talking about, but I have got some really, really good insights. So Russ is telling me AI can look better. Pixie will help you. Yeah, of course, Pixie will help you. So thank you so much. Michael is saying Pixie is a one-stop shop. Absolutely, it is. Miles, you actually have Pixie already. That's amazing. Yeah, I did a small preview for a close set of my buyers. You are one of them, and you have tested Pixie for me. So the reason I do this is because I want to bring you the finished product, guys. So I've seen many people, and maybe I'm a little bit guilty of it too, to bring a product into the market, and then you find that all of your users suddenly become your beta testers, and they're telling you about the issues that you have, because it's not possible for a team of 5 or 10 to completely test a product before we bring it to the market, no matter how we try. So I started this new idea of bringing the product to a closed set of 100 people, letting them try it out, letting them work on it, and whatever they face, they tell me about it, and I just fix it in the app before I bring it to you guys. So this is the moment. This app is tested, this app is already working in the market for so many people, and right now it's ready to go mainstream, and it really is the right way to do things, in my opinion. So Golem, you are saying it's a very kind words, Golem. I have to give you the compliment that you have the that your customer service team is great, because you always get the reply from me. Of course, that's my commitment, and if I don't reply to you, what's the point of me running my business if I can't take care of my customers? So that's very important to me, and I'm glad that you guys can see it. Let's take a look at the Pixie demo now. I am sure you're going to be blown away. Let's hit the play button. I'm logged in into Pixie, and this is the dashboard. It shows you how many images you generated in the past. So there is a little graph for that. Then you have the recent images over here. So these are the images that were generated by you in the recent past. You can click on any image, it will take you to the image page where you can get more details. And if there were any alternatives, you can see those too. And you can download the image very easily to your computer with just a mouse click. Now, Pixie special thing is it makes graphic generation, graphic modification easy using multi AIs. The first thing, Pixie has not one, but many AIs working inside of it. So, for example, if you look at create image, if you've gone to a website where you have tried to create images using AI, you'll be working only with one AI at a time. But Pixie actually lets you select the AI that you want to work with. We've got Dolly 3, Stable Diffusion, Amazon Titan, Deep AI, DALI 2, Playground, V2, SegMind, and so many more. We have more than 15 AIs in there. And according to the workload that you select, for example, in Create Image, this is what we have. Every workload has a different mix, and some of the workloads are very specialized that work only inside of Pixie. There is no alternative out there. Now, let's talk a little bit more about workloads before we go back here. Pixie has make it larger. You can remove backgrounds, convert photographs to pixels, create t-shirt art, remove blurs, convert drawings to images, restore old photographs, remove watermarks. So if you like an image on a stock photo site and you want to try it before you actually buy it, you can remove the watermark, make your design, and if you like it, then you can buy an image from the stock photo seller. You can also create avatars based on your photographs. You can put in a little bit of text from your blog and create an image for it. You can create typographic designs, enhance images, create graffiti, make posters, convert photo art to pencils, photos to watercolors. It just goes on and on. You can even change your photographs. So if you have a photograph that you want to age, you can do that. You can also select from a series of different hairstyles, give yourself a different hairstyle. You can combine people, add objects like sunglasses, convert photographs to cartoons or anime. It just goes on and on. Change your dressing styles, choose from a different set of fashions, dresses. You can also create space art, lots of different kinds of backgrounds. recipe enhancements. You can colorize black and white photographs. You can remove objects from photos. You can also create signs. So if you want to run some ads on Facebook, maybe you have a lot of different options for that too. You can create bottles or product shots with text. You can have phones with text, all sorts of sceneries, sunrises, jungle shots, desertscapes, plains, everything is in here. So let's go out and try some of them. Let's start with create image. So we've got all these different AIs. Let's try and see the difference in each one of them. So here is the prompt. It's a very simple image. I'm going to try Dolly first. Here you have it. This is Dolly. This is what Dolly has done. Pretty realistic image. I like it. But you know what? This is multi-AI. So we got to do more than that. Let's go back. And this time, let's try Stable Diffusion and let's see what we get. Now, Stable Diffusion gives you a lot more power and Pixci adapts itself according to the model you select. So here you can actually select the number of images that you want to create. So if you want to create 2 images, you can do that. And you can also select the size of the image. So if you want a small image or a big image or an image in a particular size ratio, Pixci can handle all of that. Let's just go with this right now. So this is done by Stability Diffusion. You've got 2 images over here, pretty good stuff too. But since we are multi-model, let's try even more models. What about Amazon Titan? Now, this is a model that you will find only in Pixci. Look at this. What a realistic image. This is Amazon Titan for you. And like I said, Pixci gives you so many more different models that you can try. Deep AI, SegMind, Inimagine, different models will give you different kind of results and you will always be able to pick the right one for you. Similarly, in modify image, you can again upload an image and modify it with just a few instructions. Let's take an example. I'm going to choose face too many this time and just gonna make myself into an oil painting. Let's try that. You can select the number of images if there is an option. In this AI, there's only one. Click next, upload an image. Let's use this one. Click on generate. And here you have an oil painting version of the image. I actually like it. They even gave me a nice setup. Again, we have multiple AI. So you could try the same thing with Stability Diffusion or Style Shape or Photo Maker or Leonardo. Let's try it with Stability. And this time you can generate multiple images. I just drag and drop it instead. Here you go. This is what Stability does. So you see the difference between different AIs. That AI, the one that I used last time, Face Too Many, did a very different job than Stability. So if you have option to select all those different AIs, all those different capabilities, you will be able to get the perfect result for yourself every single time. That's what Pixci does for you. It gives you access to every single AI. For example, for creating logos, definitely some AIs are better than others. Let's try Dolly 3. Very simple setup. It's a gardening business. I want a logo for it. Click on generate. And you can see these logo options that Pixci has made for me using DALI 3. And again, let's try a different AI. What about Amazon Titan this time? So I'm going to do the same. And here is what Amazon Titan gives you. So this could be the backdrop of a very good logo that I can create. So you see what multi-AI does for you. You get to have infinite choices when it comes to design options because every AI is a unique personality, like a unique designer. So when you have access to all those designer AIs, definitely the results are different. Now, removal of backgrounds, it's a very simple process with Pixci. Just put in your image, click on next, upload your image, click on generate. And here you have the image with the background removed in a matter of seconds. No need to do all that masking and silly stuff. It's easy with Pixci. And did you notice when we went to remove backgrounds, it knew exactly which AI can do so. So we are constantly updating Pixci, adding in new AI capabilities as time goes by. And every time we make sure that you don't waste time experimenting fruitlessly. So if only 1 or 2 or 3 AIs can do a particular task out of the workloads, Pixci will just recommend that one. So you know, if you're going to use DALI 3 to remove backgrounds, it's not going to happen. But SegMind does it, and Pixci gives you the exact solution for every purpose. Let's try to create a banner design now. Let's use DALI 3. Look at this beautiful art that Dali created. Next, let's try the blog creation part. So this is actually going to create a blog image for us based on the text we put in, based on some article content. So let's get some content. This is an article from one of my blogs. I'm just gonna grab some paragraphs from it, paste it over here, select the number of images I want to make, select the size if I want to change the size, of course, select the AI that I want to use, and then click on generate. So we got this insane pic of Sam Altman. It's funny, but perfect for the blog that I'm writing. You get what Pixie can do for you. It can make things very easy without you having to do all that manual work. This time, let's try converting a photograph to anime. So again, you have several options. I'm going to use Deep AI this time. Click on next, and I will upload this image. Click on generate. This is the anime version that Deep AI made. Let's try different AI, same image, and this is what Stability created. Let's try to create a sign now. An old man holding a sign sounds good. And let's write hi there on this. And we have it. And you got different options, all kinds of people holding different signs. You can use them in your ads, mockups, whatever you want. You can also generate scenescape. So if you want to create an oceanscape, for example, you can tell Pixie how you want it to look. Let's use Amazon Titan this time, or SegMind Vega. Okay, let's try this one. And where are you viewing the ocean from? So from the coast of Phuket, click on generate. Perfect recreation of the Phuket coastline. I still remember the blue water, the ships yonder, and the islands. You can create all sorts of sceneries and animals too. If you want to create a tiger or a lion or whatever animal you want, you can create it using multiple AIs, and you can also describe the color or how you want the animal to look. You can create buildings, literally the entire range of graphics that you can imagine. Pixie can create it, and using multiple AIs. With hundreds of workloads, Pixie is going to save you invaluable time. You'll be able to create anything in just a few clicks, and with access to dozens of different AIs, you will get the capacity to create the exact results that you want. In fact, you're going to be the best graphics AI creator in the market because you have access to every single high quality graphics AI out there. Within Pixie, no need to go out. Again, in my images, you can see all the past images that you created. They're all here for you. You can browse them. It even has the facility to search them if you want. You can sort them. You can filter them according to workloads. You can filter them according to models. All of this is out there. It's a really powerful software. So if you're ready to be the master of AI and dominate graphics design, get Pixie now with this special deal, and I will see you inside. This is Cyril Gupta signing off. All right, guys. So this was the demo. Does it give you a sense of the power that this app has? Let me hear it from you. If you're impressed with what Pixie does, give me a yes in the chat box. Let me know that you are impressed. So Rob, there's the next yes from Rob. David, the rocks, astounding. Tehran says yes. Eddie says yes. And Mike says yes. What about bringing the? Okay, I'll answer your question, Mike. Jack says yeah, lovely. Golem, Greg, Michael, Larry, a bunch of yeses, and I'm still getting more. Definitely, guys, Pixie is something that is absolutely a different animal. There have been some AI apps in the past that claim to do image generation, but they only use one AI in the backend. They don't even tell you which AI they use. But in Pixie, what I've done different is I have actually given you the control. I've given you every single option out there. I've given you the control, and at the same time, I have made things easy. So that's why I've got 150 ready-made workloads. Now, if you want, you can put in an image, give it exactly the prompt you want, and get the final outcome. But that means you have to type and write something. But why should you? So I designed 150 ready-made workloads that are on the sidebar. Click it, and you can just get the outcome in a single click, or maybe 2-3 clicks, and no need to think about prompt, no need to wrap your head around trying to think like the AI, right? Absolutely don't need to do that. Now, Pixie has the perfect AI for every purpose. Now, this demo is a bit older. I want to tell you, even since the demo was made, we have improved Pixci quite a lot. Now it has 25 AIs. Now it has about 8 new workloads like search and replace. Let's say you have an image with a bunch of objects. Now you want to remove, let's say, the beach chair with a sofa. Now in Pixci AI, you can use the search and replace workload. You can write replace the beach chair with the sofa. It's gonna happen just like that. No need to worry about masking and replacing it in Photoshop and merging things. Like somebody was asking me earlier, can you combine images? Absolutely, you can do crazy stuff like that. Now Pixci has a special feature. It always puts the best AI for a purpose on the top. So on the left, you have all the purposes. Think about workloads as purposes, as things that you want to get done. And whenever you try to do something with Pixci, it's going to give you a list of AIs, but this is not going to be a randomized list, guys. The best AI for every purpose is gonna be at the top. It's gonna make your job easy. You don't need to worry about, hey, I need to check 35 AIs to find the best AI for it. No, we've done that job for you. We've experimented with all the different AIs and we found the best AI for every purpose and we put it on top. That's the easiest thing out there, right? Makes things easy. That's what we are trying to do here for you. Now, we added a new feature to Pixci after this video was recorded. We call it the magic prompt technology. Now, magic prompt, what it does is you can give it a raw prompt, let's just put in 3 words out there and Pixci will automatically add detail. It will enhance the prompt. So when you use the create image feature of Pixci, no matter what AI you use with it, you always get the most detailed images that have fine detail that you don't need to think of. Pixci takes care of that. Right. And I've talked about some of the workloads that you can do with it. You can remove backgrounds, no need to mask in Photoshop. I used to do that and it used to drive me crazy going with mouse, click, 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 click. I know some of you guys are designers, you know what I'm talking about. It took me 15 minutes to mask an image like this earlier. Now you don't need to do that at all. You can just use Pixci's remove background feature. Now there is upscale too. Let's say you've got a low resolution image that you want to scale up, you want to blow it up and put it on the background of your PC, or you want to print it. Pixci will upscale it. Greg, absolutely a great question. Will we be adding new AIs and how long will be adding new AIs? Here's the thing, we will be adding new AIs all the time as long as they keep coming out. We'll be rejigging it. If some AI goes out of fashion, we'll remove it. If new AI comes in, makes an impact, we will add it because that's what we do. I'm not going to end the sale of the product with the launch. That's the beginning. And then I'm just gonna, like with all my products, I'm gonna advertise regularly. I'm gonna sell it every day. And of course, I'm gonna be making money from it. And I will be maintaining it for all you guys who got into the door when it was first launched. So you can create t-shirt designs with Pixci. You've got a huge number of workloads, over 150, and you have a huge number of AIs. Think of it like so many different brains working at your command, people who are ready to do your bidding and they will create the perfect design for you no matter what you want. And you can actually choose, okay, I want the blue guy to do this for me. I want the green guy to do this for me. You can actually do that. So now that brings to Pixci Funnel. I'm really, really happy that you really see the value in it. Sometimes there are people who don't really understand the vision of the product, but I see I'm in a very lucky crowd, people who actually understand what I'm trying to do here. Thank you for that. And Pixci is something that absolutely everyone needs. And the funnel today is going to make it very clear that the value that it has is totally, totally different and mind blowing. So I'm going to show you the upgrades on Pixci, what I've got in here. So first thing is Pixci front end. It's not an upgrade, but on Pixci front end, you get nearly all of the features. You get 35,000 credits. I want to tell you this, the credits last a long time. So I brought Pixci to the beta users in the market about 3 months ago. And 3 months ago, a lot of people bought it. Miles, I think you were one of them too, and you got it. And people have been using it since then. And I'll tell you this, not a single one of them has come to me and bought more credits. So the credits that they were actually using, they were not able to finish them at all. So on the front end, you get 35,000 credits. Now a regular image is gonna cost you 3 credits. So how many images can you create with it? About 12,000 images are something that's possible with Pixci frontend alone. But if you get the pro version, which is the pro upgrade, it gives you everything that you need to be a great designer, to use Pixci for other businesses, not just for yours. It has all the top AIs. It has got specialized workflows, and you get 85,000 welcome credits. You can create unlimited images. You can make your custom workflow. So guys, I showed you 150 workloads, but you know what? With Pixci AI Pro, you can even create your own workloads. So Russ is telling me no sound. So guys, can you hear me? I just want to reconfirm uh, that you can hear me. So if you can hear me, just give me a yes in the chat. Okay, so I'm glad you can still hear me. So Russ, that problem seems to be a resolved. That's great. So you can create your custom workflows. Like I have created 150 and you have an idea that is your own and so unique. Don't need to write the prompt every time. Don't need to worry about the prompt. You can just create a custom workflow and Pixci will take care of that. Next time you log in, just click on it. Your perfect image is ready. Also, I give you the access to Stock Bin Media Library. Now, Stock Bin was a product that I used to sell earlier, but AI made it obsolete in a manner. So I'm giving it to you away with Pixci. It's got thousands, actually hundreds of thousands of images. It's got audio clips, it's got video clips. It's a complete media asset library, one of the biggest out there actually. And today you're gonna get access to it along with Pixci. And in the pro version, you're gonna get 50 additional workloads. So on the front end, you have 100 plus, then on the pro version, you get 50 more. Also, you get the AI prompt enhancer. I was talking about the magic prompt enhancer. You get that in the pro version, and you get 3 secret AIs that are not available to Pixci, Pixci front-end elite buyers. Now, I want to tell you this, guys. The 85,000 credits that I give you, they are practically worth more than what I'm going to ask you to pay more for this. The regular price is $297, but a discount that I give, the best discount that I give, brings it down to $67 yearly right now. So if you get it from any of my affiliates, the best price you can get is $67 for Pixci Pro after you've bought Pixci affiliate. Now, during this launch, like there's going to be a 7-day launch. Today is the pre-launch. Tomorrow is going to be another quick pre-launch, and then we're going to be in the launch phase. Only during this time, I'm going to give you guys the ability to sell Pixci. Now, I know some of you guys actually want to make money from it, not just by using it for design or for using it for your own business. You also want to be able to give access to other people and sell Pixci. So on Pixci Reseller, if you get Pixci reseller from me today, you will be able to resell Pixci licenses to other people and charge money from it. And you charge them whatever you want and get paid however you want. So you can get paid from them in crypto, in paid using your PayPal, using cash, or whatever way you want. You can even give away the licenses. So the upgrades are available. Now, John, you got a great question. What, you've already got the product and from the earlier beta launch, and you want to get the Pix upgrade? No worries about it. Just buy the exact upgrade you want. You don't need to go through the entire funnel. You don't need to buy the front end because you already have it. You can go for the upsell whenever you are ready. The next product I have in the funnel with the upgrade that I have is AI Collective Pro. So guys, AI Collective Pro is like Pixci but for chat. So in AI Collective, I have 50 models of chat. Like, you've got ChatGPT, you've got Claude, you've got Mistral, Llama 3, Anthropic. You've got all the huge models that are very popular and inside one box. So you can chat to all of these models from one place. Don't need to go to ChatGPT to chat to ChatGPT 4 or ChatGPT 4 or ChatGPT 3.5. You don't need to go to Anthropic website to talk to Claude 3 or Claude 2 or Claude 3 Sonnet or whatever, different models out there. All of that is going to be in one place. And it's going to be available to you, not just those 5 top models that you can pay $20 a month for to get access to, but also 45 more that you don't even know about. Now, here's the thing. This value is a killer, because here's the thing. To get access to ChatGPT 4, you need to give OpenAI $20 a month. To get access to Claude 3's best models, you need to get Anthropic $20 a month. So it's like you get, if you want access to just 5 of the best AIs, you're going to be paying these guys $100 a month. And AI Collective just gives you all of them together for $67 a year with enough credits to last that entire year. Think about it. It's crazy what these guys are charging you and how much value AI Collective has over that. Next, I have Voicy AI. Now, Voicy is Pixci for audio. Think about it. What can AI do? It can create images, it can talk to you, and it can also create audio. So I created a product that has all the best AIs that create audio, and you can find it in one place. It has over 500 voices in one place. You can create narrations, you can create background narrations for your videos, you can create podcast. And this software is very unique because it can even let you create conversations. You can put in a little chat, and this software will automatically figure out who are the people in the chat. It'll ask you, hey, what do you want? What kind of voice do you want for Jack? What kind of voice do you want for Jill? And then it will make the entire conversation. So you can actually make discussion podcasts. No other software could do that earlier. This is a new app. I haven't even brought it to the beta market yet. I'm gonna sell it only on the Pixci bundle for a while, and I will bring it to the beta market much later. So this is the only way to grab Voicy Pro. Next, I have Mighty Memes. Mighty Memes is a great app for creating viral memes. It can create viral memes using thousands of templates. You just need to type out the exact content, the designs all there, and it can post those memes to social media. So this is the best way to create memes, guys. No need to worry about, again, Photoshop or whatever design software like Canva or whatever you're using. Mighty Memes makes it easy. Now I'm going to talk about, somebody is asking me here, hey, actually it's Fred. Fred, do you have a bundle deal? Of course I have a bundle deal. What's the, how can I give you the best offer if I don't give you a bundle deal, right? So there is a bundle deal for this. Pixci AI Elite, Pixci AI Pro Upgrade, Voicy, AI Collective, Mighty Memes, all of these products together, the total value of over $2,212 you can get today, not for $2,212, not for $297. And I'm sure actually during the launch, I'm sure you will see some of my affiliates, some of my partners offer you a $50 coupon, bringing the price down from $297 to $247. But on this call today, only today, if you buy Pixci right now, I'm going to give you a secret coupon and you will be able to get Pixci for only $237. That's a $60 discount right now, and you get access to it only if you get it on this call. So guys, I'm actually going to drop the URL right now where you can go and purchase Pixci. So I have a very good question from Fred. Does Pixci have Gemini 1.5 Pro and ChatGPT 4.0? Fred, Pixci bundle absolutely has this. Now, I want to clarify Pixci, Gemini 1.5 Pro and ChatGPT 4.0, these are language models. So they deal with text. Pixci is an image app. It deals with images. But in the Pixci bundle, I have the app called AI Collective. And you have 50 models in it, which are chat. And yes, Gemini 1.5 Pro is one of those. ChatGPT 4.0 is one of those, but they are not the only ones. You also have on it Cloud 3 Sonnet. You also have on it ChatGPT 4. You also have on it Mistral. You also have on it Llama 3. So all of that info is there. David, you're asking me, can I purchase the bundle through the reward store? Actually, no, the bundle is not available through the reward store, but individual products are. So if you have enough reward points for all the products, it's going to be actually quite a lot of reward points. You can do that, but otherwise you can just grab the bundle for $237. There is a $60 coupon, right, guys, that you can use right now. It's called Pixci Secret. Go to Pixci. Go to Pixci's website. The website address is getpixci.in/grab it now. Drop me a word if you're in. Once you're in, drop me a word here. I'll give you a shout out and I will be talking more about the Pixci's opportunity here. So guys, whatever questions you have, whatever thing come to your mind, drop it in the chat. I'm going to talk more about it, and I will also talk about what other things are available to you in Pixci, what other features are there, what's our vision with the product, and what exactly is the future for the entire AI industry. So Larry, that's another good question. Is FE yearly or one time? So here's the thing, guys. If you go to any of my products right now on technicforce.com, you can find a list of all my products. There's a website dedicated to every one of them. They're all on yearly or monthly recurring. So I don't like to sell products for one-time access. But during the launch, only during the launch, I do one-time pricing. So everything that you buy today is going to be one time. You're never going to be having to pay for it again. And I do it as an exception because it's a simple logical thing for me. I spend thousands of dollars to create a single product, to bring it to the market. It involves a lot of labor from a lot of different people, and then we introduce the product into the market. And my company is bootstrapped. I don't like to get into the circle of VCs and funding. And basically, I think of the corporate world as a world of leeches. They don't add value to the customers. Their entire focus is on adding value to the top line, where they just inflate your whatever word they have in their mind, and they just try to extract the bed the they basically try to extract the most they can out of the customer, not by giving them value for it, but by making these lock-ins and huge fees and things like running fancy ads. But I try to do things a little bit differently. My mission is to give value to you, and the launch that I'm doing right now is to pay for all the product development costs that I have. So once that's out of the way, now I'm going to run this program for a while. I'm going to sell it through ads. I'm going to sell it through other sorts of marketing. And then it's only going to be sold for a monthly and yearly recurring. So this is the only way you can get Pixci today on a one-time price. And I want to answer one question from Michael. It's about Pixci reseller. You get 70 accounts, Michael, that you can sell. That's each account is worth at least $67, because after this launch, 7-day launch, I'm going to sell this product for $6-7 a year. So you can charge at least that. And if you want, you can charge a one-time price. Only my resellers can do this. But I want to make it very clear over here, guys. Pixci reseller is not going to be available after this launch. I'm going to close it down. You can buy Pixci Elite, you can buy Pixci Pro, but you will not be able to buy the reseller version. This is the only time you can buy the reseller version, and the bundle is the best way to get it. Like if you buy the reseller version without the bundle, it's $197, and the entire bundle with all the products is $237 on this call. So think about it. Go to Pixci, get pixci.in, grab it now, and you can get the entire bundle for $237, not just the reseller. So that's a bit of a crazy offer that I have going on right now, and you can only claim it again on this call. So Daniel, you're asking me if you have Pixci already, can I take it to this price? Yes, you can. You can buy the bundle, and we will give you all the other products in it. Will Ross wants to know if Pixci and other products will be on the reward store. Yes, eventually they will be, not during the launch, but eventually I will bring it to the reward store. Right now, Boise and other products are not on the reward store. So the only way to get them is through the bundle right now. Eventually, yes, they will show up once they're launched and tested, and after a while, and I will definitely make it accessible. So yeah, can we repurchase memberships? So I don't understand this question quite clearly, Michael. So I'm not sure what you're talking about. Maybe you need to clarify it to me better. Miles is asking me, can you sell Pixci credit? So guys, Miles, when you sell Pixci to your customers, they get a welcome credit of 1,000 for you. And actually the credits then cannot be sold by you. They have to buy the credits inside the app. They can purchase the credit inside the app. You can, of course, sell them the license, make the money from the licenses. And after, okay, Sam, you have a very important question. If you buy the reseller from me today and you sell those 70 licenses, you make literally what, like six into seven. That's about nearly about $4,500 from it. Can you buy more? Actually, no, Sam. If you want to get multiples, buy it now. After the 7-day launch, it's closing forever. I will not be selling reseller, and definitely because it's a loss for me. Why would I sell reseller when I can sell Pixci at $6-7 a pop, right? So think about it. Paul, you're in. Congratulations. I will see you inside. And Fred, you're into. That's amazing. Big shout out to you, Fred, and I will see you inside. And Paul, congratulations on purchasing the bundle. That's perfect. That's amazing. We have another one, Axe. Am I getting your name right? Is your name actually Axe Maker? Well, that's a very interesting name, Axe. So you're asking me, you want to purchase later today? Of course, it's available for some hours. I will not close it down right away after the call. So check that link, make a bookmark of it. It's Get Pixci. I'm going to actually drop it in the chat right now. Getpixci.in/grab it now. That's the URL. Go here, bookmark it, save it. You can go back to it maybe an hour later. It should still be up, but if it's not, I can guarantee, because we have another webinar tomorrow. I have to prep for it. So I might need to change the pages, do something different, and get ready for it. So Sam is asking me, is the purchase through the US payment? Yeah, this is in the US. The product is in the US, so it is definitely in the US. So if you are having a problem in purchasing, reach out to our support. We will help you with it. We will make sure that you get access. So don't worry about it. Talk to our support. By the way, guys, I'm proud to tell you today, and I'm sure many of you have used this feature. I'm the only guy in the industry with 24 hours live chat support. That's the kind of commitment I have to my customers. You can go to any of my websites right now, talk to a human being. Yes, I don't put the AI there. You can talk to a human being, you can get your answers, and you can discuss your problem. So people will listen to you, they will understand your concern, and if required, we will even put you in contact with a tech person who will solve the problem on your computer. Now, guys, I want to see some answers from you. So how many of you have actually used my support system to get access to my tech guys and get answers for you? So we have another question from Daniel. Will you lose your 190,000 credits in Pixie? No, Daniel, you will not. You will get more. So don't worry, nothing's going to be lost. You will only get more. If you buy more, you're going to get more. So I just want to tell you this, guys. Buy Pixie now. Even if you got it before, you're going to get more credits that you can use. All of the money is going to be returned to you in credits, and you get all the value from it. Because again, after this launch finishes, the credits can be only bought inside, and it's not as cheap as buying the entire bundle, because it's not going to be that kind of value again. David says nobody else compares to your support. Thank you so much. Ron is telling me I'm a one member. No, Ron, that you don't have to purchase upgrade. I really, really appreciate you. I love every one member out there. I do the absolute best for them. So don't worry about it. You have all the products, man. So just take it easy. Talk to my support. If you need access, they will give it to you. So you are covered. You're covered. Bennett, it's amazing. Thank you, Bennett. You've used my product support. I'm really, really glad that we could help you. That's the point of this. Many people think about the sale as the end of the story. They make the sale, the relationship's finished. We go to them again. They're like, "Hey, I don't know you," right? They took your money, and that's sad, because it really reflects a very short-term mindset. I see when I see people do that, I understand that they don't want to make money again, and I know that. Like, I have so many wonderful people on call today who told me they've used my support. So many people told me that they have so many of my software. The only reason I have this relationship with you guys, that you buy my products over and over, is because I try to do an honest job for you. So you don't worry about investing in my products. That's the best thing. Rob is asking me, hey, does this software have negative prompts? Well, not right now, Rob, but that's an idea, and I will pass it on to my development team. I think we can build it. So yeah, definitely we're gonna build negative prompts. Thanks for the amazing suggestion. Really love it. Wow. Michael is in. Congratulations, Michael, and thank you for your kind words. Your support is awesome. So yeah, definitely. I really appreciate it. I'm glad that you used it. Again, guys, if you're gonna buy, use the coupon. I know some of you guys love me so much, you want to give me more money, but please, today, I appreciate the time that you already gave me. Use the coupon Pixie Secret. It's a special coupon for the webinar. It gives you $60 off, right? Not 50. If you go out of the webinar, it's going to be $50. But right now it's $60 off. Lucy is in. Thank you, Lucy, for buying Pixie today. And I really appreciate it. You've put your transaction ID too. I'm going to keep it a secret. Really appreciate it. And Don is telling me support team was great in getting Bloggy to work. I'm really glad we could help you, Don, because here is this thing. We sold about 1,200 copies of Bloggy in about 6 days. Absolutely, it was a good number. A lot of people used it right away. But when you sell a product at that scale, there is sometimes an issue with compatibility. Maybe there is a unique use case that you have. Maybe there is some kind of difficulty in connecting to your blog, and we make it a point to solve it. Like, this is our mission. If here's the thing: if I can't help a customer, I really can't sleep that night. If I see a customer who's angry about me and my team not being able to help them, it makes me upset. Like I know some my team members are here, they know it, and they have seen me how upset I get about customers who I can't help. So this is the point. Like this is how I run my business, because you guys are the business. Of course, I gotta do a great job for them when it comes to product or whatever. So Res is saying. Uh, One of the reasons I purchased from Serial is I have an annual payment that I did not remember, which put me in a situation, and they refunded my payment when they did not have to. No, it's not about, I never like to keep money that's unearned. What's the point? Because you can always make money that is worth, that you have given the service for, and it's always a great way to do business, in my opinion. So Fred is asking me, would you create an AI website builder? All right. So that's an idea. I do have a website builder, but it uses AI only to write the copy. And I have been seeing some of those AI website builders. I'm tempted, but right now my dev cycle is filled. Honestly, Fred, I am booked till to 2024 end. And I cannot tell you that I can commit to it right now, but it's something I want to do maybe in 2025. Miles, you're inside. You bought the bundle and you already have Pro. That's amazing. I really appreciate it today. And yes, your credits will be added. Don't worry about it. If you don't see them inside right now, just talk to my chat support. Tell them I have bought the Pro and this is my new purchase. They will bump up the credits for you. It could take 24 hours, but we will get it done. Now, Paul, Larry is saying, will there be an FE link? Sorry, Larry, not on this call. The FE is not on sale right now. The only product you can buy right now is the bundle for $237 with the special discount instead of $297. The FE is going to be sold for $37, but only during the launch. So it's going to be about 2 days from now. You can get Pixci bundle, but for the FE, just wait a couple of days, wait till 23rd May. Actually, that's tomorrow. Wait till 23rd May, 10 a.m. EST. I will get you the front end link too. John is saying, I have Bloggy. It's a great product. You replaced another product with it. And I'm really happy, John, that you were able to use it well, and you were able to replace a product that didn't do so well for you. So here's the good news. I'm improving Bloggy. You know what I did yesterday? I put ChatGPT 4.0 on it. So go into Bloggy today. You have your blog set up, change it over to ChatGPT 4.0. You're gonna love it because it got such a smart engine. It writes quite a better article than 4. So go in into Bloggy, change over your AI to ChatGPT 4.0 because that's now in Bloggy. Now, Lovely is asking me if we charge a monthly fee for resellers, do we control access? Now, here's the thing. You can disconnect a person. Yes, absolutely. You can reconnect them. Yes, absolutely. So yeah, that power is in there. You can cancel the access for your customers. You can restore the access for your customers. Daniel is in. Thank you, Daniel, for your purchase today. Really, really appreciate it. I'm glad you're in. Keep me updated about what you think about Pixci. Send me your feedback. Send me whatever ideas you have. If you have a new idea, some new thing that we can build, my team is excited about it. I gotta give a shout out to my team. I have an excellent bunch of people. They're absolutely very, very hardworking and absolutely committed to building great products, giving our customers a great experience. And my team has been working very hard on Pixci to get it out there in the market. So it's only because of all those people who are putting in this effort together that I'm able to give you this product and of course the service and everything else that goes with it. Greg, you got traffic plugin and now in 2024, 2014 to 24, that's a decade long relationship that I have with you. I'm so grateful that you have been there for me for so long, and I'm really glad that we have been working together for so long. It's not a easy thing to find such a long relationship. 10 years, a great deal. So thank you again, and really good to see you on the call today. So Mile, if you bought the bundle and you can't log in, don't worry about it. Just talk to the chat support. There could be some issue. We will get you sorted. We'll get you in. Don't you worry. And I'll figure out what happened here. Sometimes things happen, but maybe by tomorrow morning it will be sorted. Maybe earlier. So fantastic email for tomorrow with the webinar link. So Larry is asking me about a replay. Yes, there's gonna be a replay, but what tomorrow is better than a replay because I'm gonna do a live session again at 10 a.m. EST. If some of you guys want to attend the live session for the second time, well, I'm going to be here. I will be happy to see you. So welcome to talk to me again. And if you have any fresh questions, I will be answering it. So yeah, tomorrow's live, but after that, I will have a webinar replay, and you can actually get it. Watch it all over again if you want to. Lovely is asking me, is there any training? Actually, I have a bunch of training. There is already a pile of training videos out there on YouTube. I created a playlist with them, and there's going to be fresh training as I add new workloads, as I add new AIs and new ideas. Yes, there's going to be a lot of training. We'll make sure that you know all about the product. Olivier. Did I pronounce your name right? Ernst Olivier. So you're asking me, and by the way, guys, if I mispronounce somebody's name, if I get something wrong, please forgive me. English is not my first language. I speak another language natively. That's my mother tongue, but I try to do my best I can. So I really hope that I'm getting it right. But if not, then no offense. It's just a mistake, honest mistake, not on purpose. So is there a sales video for reselling promotion? Yes, there's going to be a sales video. Absolutely. Yes, it's going to be available to you after the launch. Yes, so you will have everything ready for you. So Michael, you did not get an email. Make sure we are whitelisted, and I will just check what's going on. Maybe I will send you an email. My support will send you an email already. By the way, don't worry about if you bought the product and you need to log in. Here is the thing: just go to getpixci.in and members.login. I'm going to drop this in right now over here. You can just forget your password. Like, you can just use the forget password link. It's going to send you the password retrieval, system, and you will be able to log in. So don't worry about it. It's going to be so easy. So yeah, that's going on. And if you have any more questions, guys, let me know. By the way, is there anyone who wants to watch the demo again? I know it was very rapid, and some of you guys might have missed some of the finer points. So I'm gonna just play it back. I'm gonna show it to you again, and we'll talk about the features. If you have any more questions, just drop me in the meantime. That were generated by you in the recent past. You can click on any image. It will. Okay, so just a confirmation. Can you hear the audio, guys? Pixie's special thing is it makes graphic generation, graphic modification easy using multi AIs. The first thing, Pixie has not one but many AIs working inside of it. So, for example, if you look at create image, if you've gone to a website where you have tried to create images using AI, you'll be working only with one AI at a time. But Pixie actually lets you select the AI that you want to work with. We've got DALI 3, Stable Diffusion, Amazon Titan, Deep AI, DALI 2, Playground, V2, SegMind, and so many more. We have more than 15 AIs in there. And according to the workload that you select, for example, in Create Image, this is what we have. Every workload has a different mix, and some of the workloads are very specialized that work only inside of Pixie. There is no alternative out there. Now let's talk a little bit more about workloads before we go back here. Pixie has hundreds of ready-made workflows. You can create an image, you can modify an existing image, you can create a logo. If you want, you can have a person holding a sign, very good for ads. You can create comic book covers, thumbnails. You can add environments to an image. You can upscale an image, make it larger. You can remove backgrounds, convert photographs to pixels, create t-shirt art, remove blurs, convert drawings to images, restore old photographs, remove watermarks. So if you like an image on a stock photo site and you want to try it before you actually buy it, you can remove the watermark, make your design, and if you like it, then you can buy the image from the stock photo seller. You can also create avatars based on your photographs. You can put in a little bit of text from your blog and create an image for it. You can create typographic designs, enhance images, create graffiti, make posters, convert photo art to pencils, photos to watercolors. It just goes on and on. You can even change your photographs. So if you have a photograph that you want to age, you can do that. You can also select from a series of different hairstyles, give yourself a different hairstyle. You can combine people, add objects like sunglasses, convert photographs to cartoons or anime. It just goes on and on. Change your dressing style, choose from a different set of fashions, dresses. You can also create space art, lots of different kinds of backgrounds, recipe enhancements. You can colorize black and white photographs. You can remove objects from photos. You can also create signs. So if you want to run some ads on Facebook, maybe you have a lot of different options for that too. You can create bottles or product shots with text. You can have phones with text, all sorts of sceneries, sunrises, jungle shots, desertscapes, plains, everything is in here. So let's go out and try some of them. Let's start with create image. So we've got all these different AIs. Let's try and see the difference in each one of them. So here is the prompt. It's a very simple image. I'm going to try Dolly first. Here you have it. This is Dali. This is what Dali has done. Pretty realistic image. I like it. But you know what? This is multi AI. So we got to do more than that. Let's go back. And this time, let's try stable diffusion and let's see what we get. Now, stable diffusion gives you a lot more power and Pixie adapts itself according to the model you select. So here you can actually select the number of images that you want to create. So if you want to create 2 images, you can do that. And you can also select the size of the image. So if you want a small image or a big image or an image in a particular size ratio, Pixie can handle all of that. Let's just go with this right now. So this is done by stability diffusion. You've got 2 images over here, pretty good stuff too. But since we are multi-model, let's try even more models. What about Amazon Titan? Now this is a model that you will find only in Pixie. Look at this. What a realistic image. This is Amazon Titan for you. And like I said, Pixie gives you so many more different models that you can try. Deep AI, SegMind, InImagine, different models will give you different kind of results and you will always be able to pick the right one for you. Similarly, in modify image, you can again upload an image and modify it with just a few instructions. Let's take an example. I'm gonna choose face to many this time and just gonna make myself into an oil painting. Let's try that. You can select the number of images if there is an option. In this AI, there's only one. Click next, upload an image. Let's use this one. Click on generate. And here you have an oil painting version of the image. I actually like it. They even gave me a nice setup. Again, we have multiple AI. So you could try the same thing with stability diffusion or style shape or photo maker or Leonardo. Let's try it with stability. And this time you can generate multiple images. I just drag and drop it instead. There you go. This is what stability does. So you see the difference between different AIs. That AI, the one that I used last time, Face Too Many, did a very different job than stability. So if you have option to select all those different AIs, all those different capabilities, you will be able to get the perfect result for yourself every single time. That's what Pixie does for you. It gives you access to every single AI. For example, for creating logos, definitely some AIs are better than others. Let's try Dolly 3. Very simple setup. It's a gardening business. I want a logo for it. Click on generate. And you can see these logo options that Pixie has made for me using DALI 3. And again, let's try a different AI. What about Amazon Titan this time? So I'm going to do the same. And here is what Amazon Titan gives you. So this could be the backdrop of a very good logo that I can create. So you see what multi AIs does for you. You get to have infinite choices when it comes to design options because every AI is a unique personality, like a unique designer. So when you have access to all those designer AIs, definitely the results are different. Now, removal of backgrounds, it's a very simple process with Pixie. Just put in your image, click on next, upload your image, click on generate. And here you have the image with the background removed in a matter of seconds. No need to do all that masking and silly stuff. It's easy with Pixie. And did you notice when we went to remove backgrounds,
It knew exactly which AI can do so. So we are constantly updating Pixci, adding in new AI capabilities as time goes by. And every time we make sure that you don't waste time experimenting fruitlessly. So if only one or two or three AIs can do a particular task out of the workloads, Pixci will just recommend that one. So you know, if you're going to use DALI 3 to remove backgrounds, it's not going to happen. But Segmind does it, and Pixci gives you the exact solution for every purpose. Let's try to create a banner design now. Let's use DALI 3. Look at this beautiful art that DALI created. Next, let's try the blog creation part. So this is actually going to create a blog image for us based on the text we put in, based on some article content. So let's get some content. This is an article from one of my blogs. I'm just gonna grab some paragraphs from it, paste it over here, select the number of images I want to make, select the size if I want to change the size, of course, select the AI that I want to use, and then click on generate. So we got this insane pic of Sam Altman. It's funny, but perfect for the blog that I'm writing. You get what Pixci can do for you. It can make things very easy without you having to do all that manual work. This time, let's try converting a photograph to anime. So again, you have several options. I'm going to use Deep AI this time. Click on next, and I will upload this image. Click on generate. This is the anime version that Deep AI made. Let's try different AI, same image, and this is what Stability created. Let's try to create a sign now. An old man holding a sign sounds good. And let's write hi there on this. Here we have it. And you've got different options, all kinds of people holding different signs. You can use them in your ads, mockups, whatever you want. You can also generate scenescape. So if you want to create an oceanscape, for example, you can tell Pixci how you want it to look. Let's use Amazon Titan this time, or Segmind Vega. Okay, let's try this one. And where are you viewing the ocean from? So from the coast of Phuket, click on generate. Perfect recreation of the Phuket coastline. I still remember the blue water, the ships yonder, and the islands. You can create all sorts of sceneries and animals too. So if you want to create a tiger or a lion or whatever animal you want, you can create it using multiple AIs, and you can also describe the color or how you want the animal to look. You can create buildings, literally the entire range of graphics that you can imagine. Pixci can create it, and using multiple AIs. With hundreds of workloads, Pixci is going to save you invaluable time. You'll be able to create anything in just a few clicks, and with access to dozens of different AIs, you will get the capacity to create the exact results that you want. In fact, you're going to be the best graphics AI creator in the market because you have access to every single high quality graphics AI out there. Within Pixci, no need to go out. Again, in my images, you can see all the past images that you created. They're all here for you. You can browse them. It even has the facility to search them if you want. You can sort them. You can filter them according to workloads. You can filter them according to models. All of this is out there. It's a really powerful software. So if you're ready to be the master of AI and dominate graphics design, get Pixci now with this special deal, and I will see you inside. This is Cyril Gupta signing off.
All right, guys. So that was the demo. Let me try to get it off the screen. Yep. All right. So awesome. So guys, just remember the access is from getpixi.in/grab it now. And the $60 coupon, which is only for this particular launch, is for $60. It's Pixie secret, and you can only get it during this launch. So you're in. I got one more update. Salah, Sam is just in. Congratulations, Sam. Glad to see you in. And Salah is asking me, all AI tools to create images, can we create blogs? Salah, Pixie is only for images, so you cannot create blogs with it, and you cannot create videos with it. So it's kind of like only for images. So yeah, that's one thing. I will actually, I have a product for blogs. It's called Bloggy, which is a separate product. It's a specialized use. And for videos, I don't have nothing yet, but maybe in the future. So again, Sam, when will you be able to resell? So the launch is going to end on 30th May. and I will be able to give you the permission to sell this product on your own after the 30th May. So during the launch, you can't sell yourself, but after the launch, you can sell. And guys, you can sell it any way you want. You can promote on social media. If you got a list, you can sell to that list. You can run ads. You can set up a web page. Hey, I've got Pixie and I will give it to you for XXX, whatever amount you think of. So yeah, that's there. And now for the affiliate link, I do have an affiliate website, but if you got the reseller, you're going to keep all the money. Why do you want to give me money, man? So if you got the reseller, you're going to take every single penny. If you are a reseller, I will give you a commission, but it's not going to be all of the money. So just keep the money as long as you can. You got 70 licenses already. Sell those and then come back to me and ask me, hey, Cyril, give me the affiliate link. I will give it to you. No worries about it. But make that money first. So it's a lot of money. So I want you to take it. $237 for the bundle right now with a $60 discount. So make sure you get it. Make sure you get it, and you get access. So guys, if you have any more questions, feel free to drop with me. We've been talking for nearly 2 hours. Wow, this is a great webinar, and I see nearly like 80% of you are still there with me. I really appreciate it. I really appreciate your attention, and it's great. So if you got any more questions, drop them to me. Otherwise, we can call it a night. And I really appreciate you coming to me today and your attention and so many wonderful questions. This was an absolutely wonderful crowd. I really love talking to you, and I'm looking forward to talking to another session, doing the another session tomorrow. So all those guys who make it to the second session, I will be happy to see you again. Thanks again and good night. This is Cyril signing off. I'm in Dubai. It's about right now in the night is about 11:36. So I guess we have been talking for 1 hour and 36 minutes. Thanks again, Michael. Great webinar. Greg says this is awesome. Greg, by the way, you're the winner. I hope you got that message. So you got a bundle copy free. So make sure you claim it. Just write to me or reach out to my support. My support team already knows about you, so they will take care of you. So thank you again. Thanks again, Michael, Fred, Greg, all the other guys who took the time. Bennett, thank you so much. David, who took the time to message me and who interacted with me. That really preps up everything. And when I get feedback from you, that's when I can give you the best results. Good night, guys. I'm going to end the webinar now. Wish you a great day and see you inside. If you want to buy Pixie, the link is right over there. Even after the call, getpixie.in/grab it now. Get it from there. It's going to be available to you at the special discount, $237, $60 discount only during the call. The coupon is Pixie Secret. So Greg, you missed that message. Greg is saying, I did not see the message. Don't worry about it. Just reach out to my support. They will give you the bundle license. They know about it. So don't worry about it. Just reach out. I got another question from Delphine. Are the credits renewed? Delphine, that's a model. I have seen some people do that. They give you like 400 credits a month and they stretch it out for 2 years. I don't want to do that. I just want to give you all the value upfront. That's why I'm doing 85,000 credits in one go instead of doing 400 credits a month. It's actually a loss of value for you. So I want to do things in a different manner. I want to give you all the value upfront today, 85,000 credits today. You don't need to wait to get them. There is no need for renewal. I said earlier, these credits are gonna last you for longer than you can imagine. You can create like 20,000 plus images. Like who's gonna create 20,000 images? Think about it. I'm not gonna be able to do that in my entire lifetime. So you will definitely not have a problem with that. All those guys who are in, congratulations. If you're not in, don't worry about it. You purchased today and you have a problem with access, don't worry about it. Talk to my support team. There is a real live human being out there in the support chat. Just tell them, hey, I need my access. Here is my email. They will sort it out for you. Don't worry about it. Maybe, we just launched the product in the market. I don't know, something could have gone wrong. It happens, but don't worry, we're going to be out there taking care of you. Ernst is asking me, you have Leonardo. Of course, we have Leonardo. We have the latest version always of every AI. And whenever the older version is available, we have that as an option. So yeah, we have Leonardo. We have many other AIs. Every AI that's available for use, we try to get it. So Leonardo's right there. You don't need to buy the membership of Leonardo. By the way, it's $9 a month, guys. If you buy Leonardo, you're going to be paying them $9 a month, and you could be getting Pixci AI for 67, 37, whatever dollar, whatever, or maybe $237 a year, and you get every single AI, not just Leonardo. You get 25 AIs. So imagine $9.25 Pixci is way better, and that's per month. That's not a year. In a year, it's going to be about $100 plus. But with Pixci, you just get all of the AIs for the same price. So get it, guys. Leonardo, if you want Leonardo, we have it. If you want Stable Diffusion, we have it. If you want the 23 other AIs, we have them. Fantastic. Good night. And that should wrap it up. Thank you again for your attention. Get Pixci now from the link here, and I will see you inside. This is Cyril Gupta, your best friend in the business, signing off, and good night.